What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the insideLINES podcast. I'm your host, Atoya Burleson.
And I am Tia Avril.
Coming up a bit later in the show, we'll be chatting with LSU phenom Flau'jae Johnson and her amazing momager.
Come on, somebody.
Kia J. Brooks. But before we get into these amazing ladies, Tia, what's going on, girl?
Girl, you know, this has been a week of complaining for me. You know, every time you and I done got on the phone this week, I'm like, girl.
Talk about it. We all been there.
Look, Cliff is out of town. And he's been traveling a lot lately. But he also overcommitted the kids with sports and tutoring and like all these activities. And so I've been like ripping and running. And then, of course, you know, schedules change and all this last minute stuff, you know, just ripping and running. So I've been going crazy. So I've been complaining all week. Like, I'm so tired. Why do we do this? I'm taking away some stuff. Like, yeah.
And it's funny because you said that last year. You said, I am narrowing this down. I'm not overcommitting myself again yet.
Here we are. And that's the thing though, like, right? Like I established my boundaries. I'm like, nope, he's not doing select basketball or he's not doing this. You signed him up for football. That's what we're going to do, flag for the spring. And then they have tutoring. So they're good. And he's like, well, I kind of think it'll happen. I'll take him. I'll do it. Which honestly, when he's here, he does do most of the ripping and running with them. But when he's not, I'd be like, this is exactly why I said no.
Exactly.
But, I did. I went to someplace fun. So Cam and Richard opened up a restaurant. Cam and Tiffany, Richard and Ashley, and this restaurant
former Seahawk players.
Yeah, they opened up a restaurant in downtown Bellevue called Legion Sports Bar, and it's like a luxury sports bar situation. So they did their soft opening on Monday.
How was it?
So we want to check it out. It was good. The food is really good. It was supposed to be a soft opening, but when I say they were full-fledged, like, because more people showed up than they thought. They still had a full menu. So I was like, oh, this is not a soft opening, y'all. This is the grand opening.
Y'all in here like swimwear.
Y'all in there, right. So I definitely want to congratulate them on that, because it's cool to kind of see the birth of a project and like see it come to fruition. So anywho, what you been up to?
You know what? Life has been amazing. Okay. I know I always talk about my sons and, you know, football, basketball. They be doing what they do. But my daughter, she's now in the 8th grade. And last year in 7th grade, she decided to play volleyball. And because she switched, she just said, I don't want to do tennis anymore. I want to try volleyball. I said, okay, this is your choice. Go for it. She absolutely loved it. We played through the summer. She came back this year, had tryouts, made the team. And she had her first game yesterday. And the coach made her captain.
I know that's right, Mia.
When I say I was a proud mama all over again, but for girl power, it's different with my girl. It's just different. Because she decided to do this on her own and she gave it her all. So I am just in awe of my baby girl, because between volleyball and Nickelodeon slime time, all the things that she's doing, she's a true leader. So I'm proud. I'm a proud mama.
Yeah.
Proud mama moment.
I tell you what, that is awesome. One, I just think in general, like watching Mia, kind of like, you know, go her own little way, right? Like she's a natural athlete, like her parents are athletes. That's going to be the thing. But she's also very creative. Yeah. She doing her thing on TV, you know what I'm saying? And then now to see volleyball, like, I like volleyball. You got to post some videos and stuff of it.
It is lit. I posted some yesterday. So check out social media. I posted some yesterday. And then she also has a game tonight. So I'll post some again tonight. So.
Oh, nice.
I'm a proud mama. So proud of my baby girl.
Congratulations, Mia.
Yes.
Get it, girl.
So let's get into our episode this year. I said this year, Lord Jesus. Let's get into our episode.
Look, it's running together.
Today. It is this year, though. We have two amazing women. We'll start with the first. She's Georgia's youngest hip-hop female rapper. She was a McDonald's All-American, and as a freshman, she played in every basketball game and helped her team, LSU, win their first ever NCAA national championship. Y'all already know who it is. It's our girl, Flau'jae Johnson, and we're so excited to have her on. Tia, who else is coming on? Who else is gracing our podcast? We got a double one for y'all today.
Yeah, we also have the multifaceted mom, entrepreneur. Like literally, she does everything for Flau'jae, and really, she took this whole NIL situation by storm.
That's right.
But we have Kia Brooks on the show, which of course is Flau'jae's mom. But when I say, because we were chatting with her before the interview got going, she is a true boss.
She is.
Okay?
She is.
And it is super, like her presence will be known in the whole situation. So super, super fun interview.
Y'all want to really take your kids to the next level? This momager right here, she got some bars for y'all. She gonna help y'all out.
Yeah, but legit for real, because which we'll get into an interview, but she mentioned how people, of course, reach out to her for NIL situations. Started her own company doing this, and she gave me some tips and tools that I was like, okay, let me get my babies together, because you never know, okay?
Yeah,
you never know.
That's so true.
Yeah. All right, y'all. So let's get into our interview with Flau'jae Johnson and Kia J. Brooks.
Please welcome to the show, Flau'jae and Kia Brooks. Hello, ladies.
Hello, how you doing? And it's Kia J. Brooks for me.
Kia J. Brooks, excuse
Gotta
me.
hit the J, boo.
Let us know. I know that's right.
Now I know. That's cute. Okay, how you doing?
I'm doing awesome. Mom.
So I know you were in Louisiana, but you're back in Georgia. I'm gonna start with you because it's all of us want to know, as mothers, how do you do it all?
I think honestly, this is my gift from God. Like everybody has their gift. I think my gift from God is being a mother and being a nurturer and being there. Like I have no problem running back and forth to practice. Like I don't even fret about it. Like, okay, we got to be to practice at this time. We got to go get you something to eat. We got to go do this. Like it could be back to back to back. I love it.
Yeah,
I love seeing them progress. I love seeing them, like Nixon. I have a 6-year-old, and he hated football last year. And when he cried and said I didn't want to go back, I was really not going to take him back because I was like, okay, maybe this is not his thing. But one of the moms was like, mine cried too, and now he loves it. So he said, let him just, try it out. And being he's a boy, I just want to make sure he was getting that toughness, that he needed, discipline, and able to move in this world like he's supposed to. And now he don't want to leave the field. He don't want to not go to practice.
Right.
He on time. He like, Mama, get my stuff. I'm ready. So just seeing them, come out into really loving everything that they're doing makes me happy. The passion behind the drive. All of them wear number 4. That's our family number. Like, it's a beautiful thing for me as a mom.
I love it. I one of the questions I had for Flau'jae was going to be about her confidence, because she it does not waver, right? But talking to you pre interview, like getting set up and stuff, I see exactly where she get it from. Even the confidence of knowing, like, oh no, I can represent her. I can do these marketing deals. I can do all this and still manage my household. Where did you get that from?
I ain't even gonna front. Like, I saw my mom work jobs. You know what I'm saying? I saw her not able to be there for me for my games and things like that because she just was trying to provide. And, like just growing up watching that, I just always wanted to be that mom that was there for my kids, So I would always figure out ways to get jobs that gave me time on the weekends where I was off. Or I even picked dentistry. I wanted to be a nurse because I love children until I found out the hours. And I was like, okay, there's no way I'm going to be a nurse.
Right.
So what's the next thing that I would be able to do that's kind of close to that? So I went into dentistry. And I was in a pediatric dentistry. I was into perio, ortho, every type of dentistry. And I went into dentistry because at first I saw that they only worked Monday through Thursday. And I was like, okay, I can get into schools on Fridays and we can do everything else on the weekend.
On the weekend, yeah.
So, as time progressed, dentistry became very competitive. So people had to start opening on Fridays and Saturdays because it was a dental office on every corner.
Yeah.
So then that transformed the dental thing. But I didn't have to take that because I was already in. So I was already grandfathered in. Like this was my schedule. Whoever the newcomers is, they gotta work that. I'm not working on the weekends. Like I signed up for Monday through Thursday. So just pretty much, I ain't gonna front. I think that's just my demeanor. I think that's a God-given gift to me that I take on with pride, you know. I love it. I want to see my children succeed. I want to be there for them. I want them to see me in the stands. You know, they don't never have to worry about is their mom there. Any sport, any school event, they know my mom is there.
Yes. Speaking of mom being there, let's talk about, well, first of all, congratulations, Flau'jae, being a national champ. I mean, that is the best of the best. And to do it on such a huge scale where everybody was just so enthralled in watching women's basketball. How did that feel for you?
For me, it felt good to just be a part of history. I think that what we did was monumental. And as the time go by, I really realized how important it was, not only for LSU, and we made history at our school, but for the game of basketball. So just being a part of that, being in that environment, being the one that was able to stick it out, I think that was pretty dope for me.
And as a freshman.
And as a freshman. First year, first natty. It's crazy.
That's crazy.
Know, that's right. You know, it's crazy. So we have, we host this charity basketball event here in Seattle, and Cameron Brooks came and played in it. And she has the skills, right? But she, you know, out there talking shit to the guys and everything else. And what I really appreciated just going through the NCAA experience with you all, because I felt like I was with y'all, was like, y'all were out there balling, but y'all brought the entertainment, which is what people consistently say about, well, women, it's not as entertaining. And I'm like, no, it is entertaining. And here, you know, and you guys show that. So it was great to see it. Now my son is like, Mom, does Stanford play LSU? And then when I told him, I'm like, oh, we're going to interview Flau'jae. He's like, can you tell her I'm a big fan? You know, and like that's what you want to see, like from the kids, right? With women's basketball, and you all definitely you brought it to the culture.
Yeah, that game was definitely, or that whole Final Four run, the whole tournament really was just entertainment.
It was.
From women's basketball. Like, you got excited people in there, and it's on different teams too. Like last year, you had us for sure, but then you had Miami with the two Cadaver twins, you know, who was turned up, and then you had Caitlin Clark over there at Iowa who was turned up, and then you had Haley Van Liv who was at Louisville. Now she's at LSU. So it was a lot of different dynamics too. And storylines to it, so I think that made it more fun too. But it was an exciting tournament. Like it was historical for sure.
How are you handling the pressure to repeat that experience?
It's not really no pressure because nobody expected us to do that anyway. Like it was our first year. You know what I mean? Like it was the first year that the team that Coach Moka really put together, and we went and won a championship. So we done beat the odds. Really, like we don't have to win another one, and we good. But like. We know now it's a target on our back, and we do want to win another one. You know what I'm saying? We do want to repeat. So, you know, it's just like work. Like, we practice like harder than anybody in the country. So, and I know that for a fact. So, you know, we practice hard, make game easier, and we got a lot of talent. So.
Okay, so I have a question because I remember when I was in college, we won a conference championship and we got these rings and they were not like the rings that I see now. Do y'all get to help choose these rings, especially a national championship ring? Like, do you guys get to be a part of the process?
Like designing and stuff?
I think they did, but I was so busy this summer that like I wasn't even in the negotiations or nothing. All I did was come get size. I don't know. I remember Coach Jim was asking me like, how y'all want this, how y'all want that type of
So you're going to be surprised.
Yeah, I'm going to be surprised. Everybody else might not be, but I'm going to be surprised.
Surprised. Yeah. So, Kia, I feel like there's still a lot of mystery around just the whole NIL situation. So can you just give the listeners a quick, like, this is what the NIL is and how you are capitalizing on it for your I just want to say your daughter.
So, name, image, and likeness, NIL. Name, image, and likeness. That's what it is. And now that they keep passing the laws where different states are able to, you know, capitalize off that, and now even high schoolers are even able to capitalize. But what people don't realize is that everybody's not going to benefit from NIL. I mean, we have to keep it 100 with people. Like, people are calling me every day saying, hey, how do I get in this NIL world? How do I get my kid started? He's this, he's that. Your kid can be the best kid in the world at what he do. He can be number one in the country. But if he doesn't have a social media following, he will not make any money off NIL. He would only make his money when he go to the league. So you get a lot of people, oh, I don't do social media. I don't do this. That's your business. If you trying to get a bag right now for your children, which they deserve because people are making money off of your kid, that's on you. Like, I don't understand some of the myths behind. I have to log off. Like, people are getting paid and do not have to go clock in a 9 to 5 anymore off social media. Like, literally, they making their own schedule. They even setting their posts to where they're not really there doing it. You know how much free time that gives you for your family and for other things that you want to go into. So, right now for Flau'jae, like, me building her brand as, you know, she was a little girl made this process even more smoother for her. Because we've been building Flau'jae brand since she was 7 years old.
That's so crazy. Yeah.
Like, 7 years old, this little girl was on my bed rapping. I'm like, get off my bed. She was like, this is stage. You know, she had a brush. She was going in on the bed. I got to find that video. And she was rhyming. You know what I'm saying? So all I knew is once she get older and go through some things and really know more words, and she's going to be really able to tell a story through her music to where people would be intrigued about it. So instead of me being a one-sided mom, I'm like, okay, girl, do your thing. I've always been very supportive of my kids, you know, talents and their dreams. And I always, you know, want to make sure they know I'm right here in their corner. They don't got to go to nobody else. You know what I'm saying? And as Flau'jae being a little girl and her dad being murdered, and he was in the music industry, it made me very protective, of course. It made me not want her to go that route. But at the end of the day, I was like, who am I to make that decision for her? You know what I'm saying? Like, this is a God-given talent. So evidently God need her to use it to continue the story. So Flau'jae had some ups and downs. When she first saw the rap game on TV, she's like, Mom, I want to get on that show. And I'm like, you sure? She was like, yeah. You know this to do for my rap career? Nah. At that point, she was 10, maybe 11. No, she was 10, because that was the first season. She saw Mulatto and all them on it. And she's like, Mom, I want to do that. So, of course, I found the production company, emailed them, and wrote a dope story about her and why she would be a great candidate for this show. And they hit me back, and they was like, yeah, we know her father. It's interesting. So we were thinking, okay, we had a possible shot, but whatever the storyline was for that episode wasn't for that season, wasn't Flau'jae's storyline. So they couldn't really find a way to fit. So the following year, which was maybe the third season, they came back, and just so happened Des, our publicist now, was actually who casted her.
Really?
Yes, like everything came back full circle. So Des casted her, and when I saw her face, I was like, I know this young lady. You know what I'm saying? So she already knew Flau'jae was a star. She was the one telling him, this little girl is it. Listen, I've never saw anybody with this much passion, this much character and attitude about hip hop. And we end up getting through. It was some things we had to go to get in there. And it let me know that, you know, God was right there and wanted this to happen for her, because somebody else was in that spot. And they hit us up, and first they told Flau'jae, no, we can't use you again. So I was like, bunk this. They keep disappointing my child. I can't deal with this. I'm like, I don't know how parents deal with not knowing if they get in this part or not. You know what I'm saying? The ups and downs. You in your house with this kid, and they disappointed, they excited, and then you get that call that they're not going to do it. I was like, bunk this. We'll do something else. We don't have to do TV. And then they made us both come in and we did an interview. And it was like, we're going to do this interview just to see. You know what I'm saying? I say, Flau'jae, let's give them us. Let's give them the real us. You know, how we are interacting with each other at home. Don't hold nothing back. So when they did our interview, we just was being ourselves. They started talking about her dad. I started crying. She started crying. They was like, no, this is real. This is what we need. And we ended up with the episode. With that season of the rap game for Flau.
I remember it because my boys are the ones that put me on. They're the ones that told me about her. This is before all of this. So I remember that vividly. I didn't realize they were so close in age. I have one that's a freshman in college and I have one that's a high school senior. And so they knew all about her. And so then when we're following basketball, and I'm just like, this is crazy. Talk about someone that's talented in so many different areas of life. Like so many different areas of life. You talk about the rap game. You got a new rap album coming out. Best of Both Worlds. Let's talk about it.
My new EP, Best of Both Worlds, is dropping. It was supposed to drop in September, but it got pushed back, dealing with other artists and doing features and things like that. But I'm really excited about this project. It's going to be different for sure, but it's going to be more of a mature project, and I'm excited to drop it during the season. We're making a lot of noise. So it's going to be a dope project. Like, it's really a mature type project. The songs are much better than the ones I put out before. The production is a bit better. We got like real known production, like OG Parker produced a single. I've been working with Phil still, 6 Element over there in Rock Nation. So just like upping the professionalism of it and the whole sound of it. So I'm super excited.
I remember didn't you and Lil Wayne talk about Lincoln? I mean, I don't know if you can tell us.
Oh, yeah.
Like, did y'all leave?
My mama got the feature, man. She snagged me a Lil Wayne feature. That's the Momager right there. Momager, yeah.
Of all time.
She snagged that. She got the connection. She got the press game. So that's coming real soon. I think I'm going to put that on my album. So, yeah, I'm excited.
Okay. It'll be on Best of Both Worlds?
Nah, they're going to be on my studio album, the real.
Okay.
I look forward to it. I know my boys do too. And then what can you tell the young girls? Because, Tia, I'm going to age us a little bit. In our day, they tell you to choose one thing and this is what you got to be great at, right? But now you have so many, not just you, but so many other girls.
They said that? What?
Yeah, they're like, well, you're good at this, so you just be good at this, right?
Right.
Like, oh, well, you good.
Right.
Like for me, it's like you can't do basketball and you can't do track. You got to, you know what I'm saying? It was always choosing something, picking something. Now it's like everybody's like, do everything, be your best in everything. And so someone like you coming along and you're the best in rapping, and then you turn around like, wait, she just won a national championship. What do you tell little girls that are aspiring to do, many things?
I tell them like really just to do what they want to do, like whatever you want to do. I never looked at it as like that. Like I remember when I didn't want to, I was like, I don't want to rap no more. My mom was like, you gotta rap, like, you know what I'm saying? You already done been on these TV shows, you did this. And I was like, no, Mom, I just want to hoop. Like I just want to work on hooping. She was like, just do both. And like ever since she put that in my mind, it was no other way to do it except for doing both. You know what I mean? It was like, you just gonna do both. And it just became my new norm. Like, it is what it was. So I had to tell the girls just to like, if you want to do it, make it happen. Like, if you want to do it, make it happen. Because like, you might not never get the chance again. Or because I was the type of kid, I used to like to do everything. One day I want to skateboard. One day I want the videographer. One day I want, like, I had so many different passions. But I knew like music was in my blood, and then basketball was just what I was so good at. So I just continued to do the two. Yeah.
Kudos to you and your mom, because I think about in general, like Cliff. So my husband played in NFL 10 years. Atoya's husband played in NFL for 11 years. And it is interesting watching guys that are professional athletes. It's interesting watching that transition when they get done playing, right? Because they have been known as, oh, I'm an NFL player for so long, or I'm a football player for so long, right? Yes. And when they don't have it no more, they really don't know who they are. They don't know what they like. They don't know what an option is that they can, smoothly transition into. You have that, right? Like even if you finish playing ball and you decide, oh, I don't want to rap, you have the option to do that because you've already been thinking about, okay, what does life look like outside of basketball? And that is rare.
I mean, I just feel like basketball, like, and like that's what I do. It's just not who I am. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's not my bigger goal in life.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I have so many dreams, and
Yeah.
I always look at things like your dreams. They have an expiration date on it. Like, it's like milk. Like, one day
Yeah.
you're not gonna be able to dribble the ball no more. One day you're not gonna be able to
Mm-hmm.
rap no more. One day you're not. So I just keep finding these things in life that I'm really passionate about, and I
Mm-hmm.
just be good at them. So, like, you know, that's why I really love music, because music is something I know that I have forever. But, you know,
Yeah.
I cherish basketball differently, because I know one day the ball gonna stop bouncing, or my knees gonna get old, or, you know. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
you know, I just try to give my all into it. But it's just good to have options. But I feel like people just can't be afraid to live a new dream.
That's good. Your mom mentioned that. She talked about, I make sure to keep Flau'jae going as far as on the music side, because I know music can last a long time. Tell us what your mom instilled in you that you think has really helped you along the way.
Hmm. I think, like, kind of like just teaching me. I don't know. Like, people always say I have like these star traits, but I think my mama taught me that a lot. Like, just being knowing how to present yourself to people and knowing how to talk to
Yeah.
people. Like, you
Mm-hmm.
go into different rooms, when you go into different places, you have to look the part. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Mm-hmm.
and I think
Mm-hmm.
that's a big deal. Like, as
Yeah.
far as even trying to brand yourself and stuff like that, going, knowing how to talk, knowing how to look, knowing how to dress, you know what I'm saying? In certain places, it makes a bit different. And so, I don't know. I really could say confidence, but like, I was just
Yeah.
raised with confidence. Like, my mom's real outgoing, so like, she talked to
Mm-hmm.
everybody everywhere. Like, it's so annoying. Everywhere we go, she gonna find a friend. She's gonna find a friend. So like, just having that outgoing personality as well
Mm-hmm.
too.
And she didn't just talk it; she showed you that as well.
Yeah, yeah, and I seen it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, growing up as a little girl, like, it wasn't too many places where it was a situation where something could happen and it did happen. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
we always was like, everything was always good. If I was like, my mom won't talk to him, it's, you could say it's already done. Like, type like that.
Okay, I'm going to say something to you because your mom had mentioned earlier, Flau'jae, about social media, and
Hmm.
how great it is. And there's people that use it, to your point, Kia, for good, but then there's also those that struggle with knowing how to use social media. Flau'jae, you talked about this in a song, 6'7". You said, maybe I'm different. I don't care about the likes. Who been in the mentions? I don't look for attention. I've been thinking about how to get a commission. When you think
Yeah.
about social media, and you know how to use it, how do you stay level-headed and remember what it's for?
Cause I look at it as a business. Like, I've learned how to make money on social media. So now
Mm-hmm.
everything that I see, I'm looking for an opportunity to capitalize. It's not even as how is it gonna do, or what is it gonna look like, or what, like, sometimes, like, social media is just about putting as much as you can out there and just waiting for something to stick and just building your base.
Mm-hmm.
I learned that, like, there's much, like, I don't look into the people so much. I don't
Mm-hmm.
really read comments. I don't get into all of that. And I know
Yeah.
sometimes a video might get 100,000 likes. Sometimes it might get 5,000 likes. Sometimes it might get two. Sometimes it might go back to 200,000. Like, you know what I'm saying? So like,
Mm-hmm.
just playing the field, like, that's the same way as something like failing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that's why Instagram got the thing where you can hide your likes. You know what I'm saying? Because people
Yes.
don't want to show when they fail for real. But like, I kind of come to the conclusion that, like, that's like a perception of real life, which is real on social media. Like, it's all fake. But that's the one thing that's like a perception of real life. You're not always gonna be up. You're not always gonna be down. You're gonna have high moments and low moments. So
That's good.
I was kind of looking through my likes today and looking at that. I'm like, dang, this one got 100,000. This one got 20,000. What I gotta do to make this one go down? You know what I'm saying? And so using that to
Mm-hmm.
strategize. So like, I don't really care about. But what I was saying in that bar was like, I don't care for the likes. Like, I don't care for the
Yeah.
attention too much. I just care to put my craft out there, and whatever
Mm-hmm.
happens, happens. Like, I rarely like even respond to like too many comments. My mom be telling me, you gotta respond, but like, I don't really, you know what I'm saying? I don't care that y'all really validate it too much, because I know that
Yeah.
I put it out there, and I felt good about it. But I really care what my fans think about it. If they rocking with it, I rock with it. But for anybody else, it don't really matter.
And when I say respond, I'm saying respond to the positive. Respond
Yeah.
to the
Yeah.
people, letting them know that the interaction and engagement helps me when I'm doing my job, that they can see that. So the negative,
Yeah.
I'm glad that Flau'jae's always been in the industry because she know how to deal with adversity. You know what I'm saying? She ain't into it like that. Like some people got to go back and forth. She don't care about that, and I love that about her.
How old was Flau'jae when you allowed her to actually like control her own social media?
So Flau'jae's never really been into social media. Like she just really got into it good in high school. Okay. So all along, I kind of was running her social media pages. I built up Facebook to 300,000 people. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I'm trying to tell parents. Like even if you feel like your child is too young to have a social media, you run the page. Yeah. You never know what video is gonna go viral. You hold the account. It might, it gets to 1 million, and within whatever they're doing, you put their on there as their official account, and then you have an account to work with for NIL and then other opportunities. So it's just ways to do it without feeling like your kid is getting exposed to too much, because they are with TikTok. It's a lot going on. It's a lot going on. It's social media. It's a lot. And you can't block as much stuff as you used to could. So it's like they seeing a lot, but you run the page until it's time enough for them, or they old enough to run it themselves.
That's beautiful. Okay, so listen, we play this game at the end of Inside Lines podcast. It's called the 2-minute drill. But in honor of the Big Foe, we're going to play a different game. We have 4 questions for you and Kia. And it's a little play on words using the number 4 or the word for. Okay, so here we go. Number 1, this one's for you, Kia. What's the first step in becoming a momager force in the industry?
First off, you need to have confidence.
Okay. Confidence
is key. If you feel like you're afraid to go up and talk to somebody, it's not going to work, because you have to build, up a lot of relationships. Like networking is key in this industry. So for momagers, you have to get up and get out and communicate.
Nice. That's good. Flau'jae, fortune or fame? You can only choose one.
Fortune. Have fortune for sure. I want my little brothers to be straight.
That's true. Okay, Kia, what do you do all of this for?
I do all of this for my kids' legacy, to build our own empire. I want to leave something for them. I feel like it just seems like our culture doesn't leave much for our kids to have, and to come back to, to have something. Like we always have to get it out the dirt. I don't want mine to get it out the dirt. I want them to have assets. I want them to have land. I want them to have, everything that I wanted and that I didn't get.
That's good.
That's right. Okay, Flau'jae. Of course, you call yourself the Big Four. Give us the top 4 hoopers of all time and your top 4 rappers of all time.
Hoopers, LeBron, MJ, Kobe, and Allen Iverson. Rappers, I gotta go Tupac, Camouflage, Lil Wayne, and Rakim.
Ooh, Rakim. Nice. Oh, my husband would love to hear that one right there. That's his guy. No, that was good. Yes, definitely. Well, listen, thank you guys so much for joining us. We really appreciate it. And we see everything that you're doing. We see what you both stand for, which is really special. You know, you're a family, you're a unit, you move together. It's a beautiful thing to watch. We see the confidence on both sides, and we see, it's through your actions. A lot of people watch and they learn the lessons. But before you leave, someone wants to come say hi to y'all because he's a big fan too. So hold up, here you go.
Okay.
Hey, what's up, y'all? How you doing? Mama and daughter duo taking over the world. Truly respected. I love it. It's good to see. And if you're ever in New York City, holla at me.
So you the headphones.
Come on the show, pull up on me.
Yes.
Say what's up and come kick it with me and Gail King on the morning show.
For sure.
Big blessings.
Appreciate it. Thank you, man.
And I'm a hip hop head too. Bars is heavy. I see you out here. I see you out here.
Tell him who I said my favorite rapper was. Tell him who I said.
I told her top. Here, I'm gonna let her. Here, she's gonna tell you your top 4, but she had Rakim in there. I was like,
ooh, Rakim. He was ahead of his time. Okay, what's the top 4?
Camouflage, Tupac, Lil Wayne, and Rakim.
Oh, that's cold. That's cold right
Look at
there.
that.
That's it. I like that. All right, y'all busy.
All right.
I see you dripping though. Okay. Damn, that NIL money. Okay.
It's a
Couldn't
mess.
wait to come say hi. You have some big fans around here from my
Absolutely.
kids to my husband. We appreciate you all. We're cheering for y'all. Can't wait to see y'all back in the national championship.
Absolutely.
Thank
Heard
you
that.
so much for having us.
Thank you.
All right, y'all. Thanks for listening. That is our show. For the latest on the Inside Lines podcast, make sure to follow us at Inside Lines Podcast on both Instagram and Facebook.
You can also listen online and share your favorite episodes at our website, which is insidelinespodcast.com. And if y'all don't know by now, we have a YouTube channel. That's right. Follow us at Inside Lines Podcast and make sure you subscribe and hit that bell so you get all the notifications when the new episode comes out.
Until next time, leave it all out on the field. Thanks for listening.